Yolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another episode of our little A to Z officer series. But before I talk about our next rare officer, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. And now let's have a look at one of our Lower Decks series officers, and that's Sam Rutherford. He is class engineering, which means you need engineering badges to upgrade him. He's from the group Lower Decks, which means he can give synergy to a captain of that group if he's on the bridge with that captain. And he's from the faction Federation, which means you need Federation credits to upgrade him. And there is once again a bit longer explanation text in here. You know that there's always a text for the officers, but the ones that Scopely just invented have shorter text usually. And the ones we know from this series, like now with Lower Decks, that usually have a longer one. And that's the case with Rutherford as well. As you already could hear, he does not have a captain maneuver. It just says unfit to lead, but he does have an officer ability and a below deck ability. I mean, he's a Lower Decks officer anyway. And his officer ability is, I hope this works. If you have seen the series, you know how he's inventing stuff all the time and everything. And so the title is quite fitting here for Rutherford. Sam Rutherford increases armor, shield deflection and dodge by 35%. It's a nice one, not the biggest you can have there, but if you have a chance to get Rutherford early, it wasn't the case with me because he was introduced into the game with the Lower Decks officers when I was playing on this server, and I already wasn't in the lowest levels anymore. But for new players starting now on new servers, that might be very different. If you get him much earlier than I did, on a lower level than I did, he might be very, very useful there for you. And especially his below deck ability, because it's nice, since they brought in the Lower Decks officers and the below deck abilities, that they finally do more than just boosting your attack or your health and so on, and really bring abilities in there. And on every ship you can use people with different abilities now below deck and trigger something that you want. And his is cybernetic overclocking, and that means that Sam Rutherford increases the ship's shield health by 70%. So if you need more help there, Rutherford would be definitely an officer to put him below deck on your ship to give you more shield health. So if one of your issues is that your shield is gone too quickly during a fight, then put Rutherford below deck. But as a rare officer, you can also put him to other use. I have so many officers with below deck abilities now that I cannot use them all at once. So I, for example, use the fact that as a rare officer, he's got 2 traits for away team assignments. I need to still unlock the second one, which I really need, and that he can be engineer and cybernetic, and those are needed in some away teams. There are a lot of engineers out there, but the cybernetic part is what I need. So I need to unlock him after I'm finished with Jean-Luc Picard and his archaeologist. I will definitely go for Rutherford and his cybernetic away team ability, because that is requested more and more in my away teams at the moment. But you definitely want to know how to get Rutherford, and that changed around a lot since they put them into the game, and that's why I still always have to have a look on my own list. My shards I still have to upgrade now, because they changed something with the arc again, and all the shards are missing one section now. But it doesn't matter for Rutherford, it's for the NX-01 officers. But Rutherford we will find along some other Lower Decks officers here in the Ultra Recruit section. We just have to scroll down. There's Rutherford. The Ultra Recruit section, as I said many times in my videos, is quite crowded, and so to get shards for a certain officer is not that easy. So you will just have to hope that you get shards here. The tokens you will get in time more and more, but with the amount of officers in here, you will sometimes wait for some. But there's also another way to get him, and for this we have to go to the refineries, and that's a refinery they brought in when they brought in the lower deck officers, and that's the Cerritos refinery. And here you have a chance to get Rutherford shards, and if you're really lucky, you can get 45 shards in just one pull. So there are more below deck officers in here, and you, even for Tandy and Mariner, it even looks better if you are one of the lucky ones. But Rutherford even can give you 45 shards here in the Cerritos refinery. Of course, we're talking about the levels of people having Cerritos here. And there is one more place where you will get a few shards, and that is once you get the Monovine. No, that was the wrong one. If you get the Monovine, you also get a Monovine field training. I still haven't finished that one, and it's having the field training issues again. I still need to hunt Texas class hostiles, not the outer level ones, the others, and there's a problem. But even if the top line once again disappeared, there is some graphic problem with the field training at the moment. Here you see on the next claims, which are already finished, but I'm still needing the Texas class ones, that there I can get some more Rutherford shards here in the field training as well. So as soon as you've got the Monovine, you can also do the field training. And there you see how harmless I am, at least with my Monovine. I still only have a quarter of what I need in the section of deal isolytic damage to player ships with the Monovine. So I'm that harmless here in this game. No, I cannot say about myself that I must be a nice guy, but there you see. No, but I'm even nice to Texas class hostiles. I just don't have the time. I always want to do that to get more of the shards and so on, because I finished two more of those. But the grinding is growing. You get more and more hostiles. Now we have the mirror universe. I have to hunt Gorn, Zindi, Jemadar. I urgently have to hunt again because I'm out of resources there. And you have the Hirogen, and now the mirror universe. You never know where to start. And so the Texas class is a bit further behind because those I do not need urgently. But you see, when I do videos, that always the attacks from Texas class come in, because the whole day I have a Monovine out there auto leveling for the exchanges, because if I need something in the 50s levels, that is the Monovine exchange for par steel, titanium and dilithium. Otherwise, this game would be even much harder if I wouldn't do that. Nevertheless, we were talking about Rutherford, and if you are using Rutherford, please let my other viewers know in the comments how. And if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.